Namaste. Thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity. Okay. I think everybody's gone through your practices, right? Everybody is doing YAC?
Yes.
All are.
No, most are doing only yoga.
Okay, fine.
Yoga sessions everywhere.
I have also started like this only, just like that yoga, and then after I did my YAC in my place. Good, very nice. Okay, already the prayer has done, but we can just go with the 3 rounds Omkar chanting. After that we can continue. Sit comfortably, keeping your spine, neck, head in a straight line. Keeping your eyes closed and completely relax yourself. Be at present physically and mentally. Let's start with 3 rounds of Omkara together. Inhale deeply. Second round, inhale. Third round. Feel the resonance of Om throughout your body. Now gently release and rub your palms. Give gentle massage to your eyelids and facial muscles. Few tips, open your eyes. Okay, we'll start with the Sukshma Vyayama practice. In the sitting position also you can do, or standing position, anything is fine. So sit in any comfortable posture, and we'll start with from neck movements. Okay, let's start with neck movements. While inhaling, slowly go over, bending your head backward, and with exhalation, bend your head forward. Inhale up, just bend back, and exhale, bend forward. Try to touch your chin to the chest. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up and exhale down. Now slowly come back to center. The same way, go for bending towards right side with exhalation. Inhale center and exhale, bend towards left side. Right with exhalation. Inhale and exhale left side. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right side and left. Now back to center. Go for twisting, inhalation, and with exhalation turning your head right side. Don't move your whole body, only head you can just toward right side. Inhalation, center, with exhalation turning left side. Inhale and exhale right side. Inhale and exhale left side. Right, left, right, left, right, and left. Now slowly come back to center. Go for rotations clockwise. Just bend your head forward and move towards the right side, back, left, and center. Slowly and continuously rotate and try to make big circle by rotating your head. half circle inhalation, half circle exhalation. 4, inhale and exhale, and 5. Opposite direction, anti-clockwise, left to back, back to right, and center. 2, inhale and exhale. 3, 4, and 5. Now slowly come back to center. So whenever you are doing any practice, what are the things you have to remember? Any idea? Breathing. One
Check to breathe.
Next.
Being in appropriate position.
With closed eyes, with awareness, right? Whenever you are closing your eyes, the awareness will go inside. Yoga itself, we say that joining. What we are joining? The mind and body. So whatever we are doing, just like exercise only, right? But in the exercise, we are not focusing, we are not being aware, we just simply do the physical practices, right? In the yogic practices, especially, we are focusing on breathing and awareness. These two things must be there. And the third one is slowness. Okay? Whatever the practices we are doing, the main purpose is to slow down your mind, calm down your mind, right? So for calming down, how it will be possible? When we are going with slow practices, the mind will also, like our breathing also will get slowed down. With the breath, the mind also will get controlled. Okay? So that's why we are using all these practices. Yoga itself, the main purpose of yoga is to calm down the mind or being into reaching in the moksha state, samadhi, that we say, Ashtanga yoga, you know, right? So in that, the ultimate is samadhi. Samadhi state is completely like, those who are completely in the path of yoga completely, for years of the practice, they will reach into that state. So until now, we don't know who reached that place. But according to our practices, what we are practicing, just whatever we are calming down the mind and just being into the silence state, that we can say as samadhi. Okay? So for that, we just using all these tools, the physical practices, yogasanas and the pranayama practices and the meditations. All these practices are to just bring that mind into calm down state. Okay? That's why whatever the practice that you are doing, these three things must be remembered. One is with breathing, awareness on your breathing, and awareness on your body movements, whatever is happening inside of the body. With closed eyes, when you are closing your eyes, the internal awareness will be increased. And then the third one is slowness. When you are doing with slow practices, I think you have observed or not, I don't know. Whenever you are doing this fast practices, you can do 20, 30, 40 also. When we are doing very slow, after 3 rounds, after 5 rounds, you will get pain. Why? Slowness is the key for the practices. It will give the strength, it will improve your stamina, right? So whenever you are doing slow practices, it will give more energy compared to the dynamic practices. Okay? Dynamics practices we use because our mind is fast, just like running horse. If you want to hold it, what you have to do? You have to run along with that, and slowly you have to bring it down. Just to slow down the speed. The same way, whenever our mind is too much fast, the thoughts are very fast. So to calm down that, immediately it is not possible. Many people will say, just go for meditation, you will get reduce your mind. It won't be happen. Okay? Whenever the thoughts are more like anxiety, depression, people, if they do meditations, it will aggravate their problem. Okay? So that's why in that case, what we have to do, instead of meditations, we just go with these physical practices, because the more energy will be there, so that energy will reduce. When you are doing these physical practices, the energy levels will be reduced, so that they can able to focus on the breathing and they can able to focus on calming down the mind. Okay, that's why these are the main important points that you have to remember. Okay. Okay, let's go for the next practices for fingers. What is the purpose for these Sukshma Vayamas?
To awaken the body,
Awaken the body, yes.
to remove the lethargy, to loosen the parts
Yes,
of the
all
body.
the stiffness, morning after waking up, immediately the body will be having the stiffness sometimes, right? To removing the stiffness and the prana flow in the body, the prana is the main key, the main part in the body, human body, right? So that vital force that we can say, as per the Taittiriya Upanishad, Pancha Koshas, right? So prana is important. So the pranic blockages, if you are having any pranic blockages, that will also be reduced. Okay, with inhalation, stretch your fingers. With exhalation, tighten your fingers. Either you can take your thumb inside or outside, anything is fine. Okay, if you are having nails, sometimes it will get hurted. That's why people will take thumb inside or outside, anything is fine. Let's continue. Inhalation and exhalation. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So after the fingers, we go with the wrist movements. Okay, wrist joints. Make loose fist of your palm and go for rotations. 1, 2 with a normal breathing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anti-clockwise, opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just relax. And one more important thing, whenever you are doing any physical practices, the relaxation must be taken. Okay, without relaxation, just simply if you are continuing the practices, it will exhaust your body. That is what happens when you are doing for simple exercise practices or gym practices, right? So there we are just to keep on giving our energy, and with that our body will get exhausted. So after the practices, if you take relaxation for 5 to 10 minutes, that's why the deep relaxation techniques or the yoga nidra practices, that will rejuvenate your energy levels and it will rejuvenate your body cells also. So that's why after doing the practices, any practice, the minimum relaxation must be taken. Without relaxation, simply you are doing the practices, it won't give any effect. Many people will say, after doing the practice, I am just feeling like tiredness, I am feeling lethargy or drowsiness, the whole day will be like drowsiness. Why it happens? Because you are just keep on giving your energy, you are just exhausted your body, you are not giving that proper relaxation. That's why it happens. So after doing the practices, relaxation also must be taken, minimum, right? Okay. After the wrist joint, we'll go for elbows, right? Palms on your shoulders, inhale, while exhaling, stretch your hands. Inhalation and exhalation. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just relax, drop your hands. After the elbow joints, we'll go for the shoulders. So once again, palms on your shoulders, bring your elbows together. Let's go for rotation. Just expand your chest with inhalation, while exhaling, bring your elbows together, right? So inhalation, whenever you are expanding your chest, you have to inhale, and whenever you are contracting, you can just go for exhalation. Let's continue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just relax, drop your hands. So breathing patterns, how to take? The first thing is, whenever you are expanding the chest, inhalation, and contracting the chest, exhalation. One more. When you are doing in the standing and the sitting positions, when you are going towards the ground, okay, when you are bending towards the ground, go for exhalation. Okay. Whenever you are going opposite to the ground, go for inhalation. Okay. So these 2 points. Whenever we are feeling that where we have to inhale, where we have to exhale, this will be there for many people, right? So the simple thing, whenever you are doing the Sukshma Vyayama, sometimes it is fine. Some people will take with exhalation, fold the hands, and inhalation, stretch the hands. It is fine. But when you are going for expansion of the chest and contracting the abdomen and the chest regions, so in that case, you have to follow these things, right? Okay, now we'll go for the next one. For the hip joints, we'll go for butterfly. So just fold your both the legs and join your both the soles together. Join your both the soles together, interlock your fingers. Sit comfortably and keep your spine straight. Don't bend forward or don't hunch your spine. Okay? Keeping your spine straight and just flop your legs as much as possible. Try to touch your thighs to the floor. With awareness on your thighs, hip joints, pelvic muscles. Speed up as much as you can. Speed up. Don't bend forward, just keep your spine straight so that you can able to feel more pressure on your thighs and hip joints. Slow down. Gently stop the practice and release your hands and legs. Stretch your body. After the hip joints, we'll go for the knee joints. So in the sitting position, just fold your right leg, interlock your fingers under the thigh. If you are more flexible, you can just hold like this. Otherwise, this is fine. Okay? With inhalation, stretch your leg, and with exhalation, fold your leg. Inhale, stretch, and exhale, fold. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just release, relax. Now the same with the left leg. Inhale, stretch, exhale, fold. 2, 3. Try not to move your whole body. Try to keep your spine straight and only from the knee joint you can try to stretch. Inhale, stretch, exhale, fold. After 10 counts, stop the practice. Inhale and exhale. Just relax. After the knee joints, go for ankle joints. Okay? Either you can take your hands back side or these sides of the body, whichever you feel comfort. Now go for stretching forward and backward. As I told, for the Sukshma Vyayama, as per your comfortable level, you can just go either inhalation or exhalation. Okay? Especially when we are stretching forward with exhale, backward, inhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Now go for rotations. Clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite direction, anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After that we go for toes, tightening your toes and stretch your toes. Exhalation, tighten, inhale, stretch. Continue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just relax. So before going to do any practices, first you have to do these Sukshma Vayamas, all the joints loosening. After that you can just go for any practice. Otherwise what happens, many practitioners will say like they come for new practice, for learning new, and they go for directly asanas or maintain for longer time. So we are, without giving that preparation for the body, just going for maintain asana, it will damage the body. Okay, so they will get injured, and because of that they won't come back to the yoga. Okay, so the first thing is, if you are going to be a yoga teacher or a yoga practitioner, first you have to remember the simple practices. The Sukshma Vayamas must be given. After that only you can go for Surya Namaskaras or any other loosening practices or maintaining the asanas. These must be followed. Now we can go for the breathing exercises which we are having in our YAC syllabus. So what are the breathing exercises that we have? The standing. First standing. Hand stretch breathing. Ankle stretch breathing. Hands in and out breathing. Right? These three practices. First we can do the standing position, 3 practices. So what is the sthiti position and relaxation position? Sthiti Tadasana. Relaxation? Shithila Tadasana. Okay. From the Shithila Tadasana position, come to Sthiti Tadasana. Legs together, hands by the sides of your body. The first one, hands in and out breathing. So take your both hands in front, palms facing each other. So adjust yourself. So stand in zigzag position so that you can able to do it. With inhalation, stretching the hands and expanding your chest. With exhalation, bring your hands in front of your chest.
Just turn what we do. Turn.
Yeah, sideways. You can just turn sideways so that you won't able to. Yeah, don't disturb anyone.
One side.
Only once turn this side. Everybody is at a same side, so it will be easier to maintain. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Go for the last round. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Now slowly drop your hands. So, when we are doing, what is the purpose for this these practices? Breathing exercises. Improving the lungs capacity. One more. The first I told you, right? Slowness. Right? When it will be happen? When you are doing slowly. If you are doing fast, what happens? The breathing will be fast and your body movements also fast. So where you will get the slowness, right? So breathing exercise especially meant for slowness. So while inhaling, just expand as much as you can. Inhaling, until you inhale completely, you can just stretch your hands. And while you are bringing your hands in front, slowly exhale. How much you are doing slow, that much results will be you will get, right? Inhalation, just feel the breath, feel the expansion of your chest, feel your hands movements, feel the stretching in your shoulders and the back side of the shoulders, right? All these things must be aware. And slowly with exhalation, bringing your hands in front. So the breathing pattern will be slow down. That's what we are doing these practices for, right? The next practice, hands stretch breathing, right? So in hand stretch breathing, interlocking your fingers, placing your palms on your chest, collapsing your shoulders. So in the starting position and the ending position, you can just completely relax your shoulders. Just if you are keeping like this, what happens? Just stretching and taking your hands. You won't feel that much relaxation to your shoulders. It will give more pain and heaviness you will feel, right? So that's why just starting and ending, you can just collapse your shoulders so that you will have the relaxation to your hands. With inhalation, just stretch. With exhalation, bring your palms to chest, then collapsing your shoulders. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. 2 more rounds. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Now the second variation, up to forehead level, right? Inhale, stretch your hands in front of your forehead. Exhale, slowly bring your palms to chest and collapse your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So with closed eyes, whenever you are doing these practices, you can with closed eyes, inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale, stretch and exhale. Now the third one is above the head. So inhale, stretch your hands above your head, palms turning upward. With exhalation, bring your palms to chest, collapsing your shoulders. Inhale, stretch it. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Just relax. Release your hands. Drop your hands down. So what is the purpose for these 3 stages that we do? What is the purpose for chest, shoulders, to forehead and above the head?
ಲಂಗ್ಸಿನ 3 ಭಾಗಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಉಸಿರಾಟ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ.
Yes. So in the lungs we have 3 lobes, right? Lower lobes, middle lobe and upper lobes. So for these 3 areas we have to cover, so that we are just going with the 3 variations of the practice. Okay. Now the next one is ankle stretch breathing. So legs together, palms on your thighs. When you are doing any balancing practices, only you can just open your eyes. Okay. Otherwise you can just go with the closed eyes. So now what we are going to do is the balancing practice, ankle stretch breathing. So we have to balance the body on the toes, so that you can just with open eyes look at any point, gazing at any point, and you can do the practice, right? So just look at any point, palms on your thighs. While inhaling, stretching the hands, at the same time stretch your both the ankles, balance your body on your toes. While exhaling, slowly, in the same way how you go for going for the up, and the same way you can just come down. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. So your hands movements, ankle movements, and your breathing, 3 must be synchronized. Continue 3 more rounds. Inhale, up. Stretch your hands and ankles. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Go for 1 more round. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Just relax. Now let's come to sitting posture. The sitting relaxation, Shithila Dandasana. So the Shithila Dandasana, just apart your legs, hands back, just collapse your shoulders. Place your head either on your right shoulder or the left shoulder. Just be relaxed. Sthiti, keeping the legs together and the hands besides of the body, keeping the spine straight. Sthiti Dandasana. Now, what are the breathing exercises in the sitting? Dog breathing, rabbit breathing, tiger breathing, and Shashankasana. Right? Now, all the practices we start with Vajrasana. So, let's come to Vajrasana. Hold your right leg and bring your right heel under your right hip. Hold the left leg, bring your left heel under the left hip. So, don't sit on your heels directly. Like people will sit like this, keeping your both heels together and sitting. So, it will give more pain. Okay? So, just separate your both the heels and just place your hips between your both the heels, so that you can able to sit for longer time. So the first one is dog breathing. So in the dog breathing, try to keep your both knees together throughout the practice, and take your palms besides of the knees on the floor. You don't take it too far. So try to keep your spine straight and just leaning forward. You are not bending, right? Just leaning, keeping the spine straight, and just look forward and open your mouth. Stretch your tongue out complete. As much as you can, just stretch your tongue. I think you have seen a dog how you do breathing, right? The same way, just stretch out, and inhalations and exhalations through your mouth only. Let's continue. So whenever you are doing, don't you move your whole body, only abdomen. Just flapping your abdomen only. Right? Let's continue. Don't move your shoulders, don't move your whole body, just only the flapping of your abdomen. Now slowly stop the practice. Just relax. So in the relaxation, the sitting relaxation, one is Shithila Dandasana and another one is Shashankasana, right? So whenever you want to take relaxation, just bend forward and take your hands above the head, place your forehead on the ground. Now slowly come back. The next breathing exercise, rapid breathing. So in the rapid breathing, just bend forward as wherever you are feeling comfort, and just place your forearms on the ground. Right? Just placing your forearms on the ground. And for adjusting your chin, you can just join your both the palms and can keep your thumbs up. Right? So in this position, you can just place your chin. Right? This much height you can just maintain. Once you are maintaining, place your palms on the ground. Don't lift your head. So head must be in the same position and palms on the ground. Look forward. Now touch your tip of the tongue to the lower lip. Just I think you have seen the rabbit. It will open their mouth and just little it will bring the tongue outside. And then you can just go for breathing through your mouth itself. Just look front 1 or 2 feet forward. The inhalations and exhalations from your thoracic region. Okay, we are compressing the abdomen so that the breathing must be from your thoracic region. Let's continue. Speed up your breath as much as possible. Slowly stop the practice. Just relax. Come back. Come back to Vajrasana. So, in these practices, the dog breathing and rabbit breathing, try not to lift your hips when you are bending forward. Try to keep in the same position. Don't lift your hips. Try to keep in the same position and bend forward as much as you can. So in the starting position, if you are unable to do, you can just take little gap between your knees so that you can able to bend easily, right? But after once you are feeling that flexibility, then slowly you can just keep your both knees together and can do the practice. Okay. Now the next practice, tiger breathing. So in the tiger breathing, how to do it? Just taking 1 forearm distance between your both the knees. First you can take 1 forearm distance, and after that in front of your knees take 1 forearm, then 1 more palm. 1 forearm and then 1 more palm distance from your knees. Once you lift up your hips, separate your both the feet. Okay, separate your both the feet in the same position. So make sure that your palm, knee and foot must be in a straight line. These 3 must be in a straight line, and don't keep your toes like this active. Don't keep like this. Okay? If you are keeping like this, it will give more pressure on your toes and you can't able to do for longer time. So that you can just stretch your ankles and your toes backward. Now, while inhaling, looking upward and pressing your back inward, arching your back. Right? Only movements in your back region, not in your hips, not in your shoulders. Right? Keeping your shoulders and hips in the same position. Inhalation looking up and pressing your spine inwards. The exhalation touching the chin to the chest and hunching your back. Inhalation, look up and spine inwards. The exhalation, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, look up and press your back inwards. Exhale down. And don't bend your elbows, hands should be straight. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last round, inhale up. Exhale down. Now slowly with inhale come back and relax and Shashankasana or Vajrasana itself, you can just be in their position. The next breathing exercise, Shashankasana breathing. So in the Shashankasana breathing, in the same Vajrasana position, take your both hands back and hold your right wrist with your left palm. So while inhaling, just bend back or lean backward, expand your chest. With exhalation, bend forward, try to touch your abdomen to your thighs, chest to your knees and forehead to the ground. So while you are touching your forehead to the ground, don't lift your hips. Try to keep your hips on your heels only. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Two more rounds. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now slowly with inhalation, come back. Release your hands. Release your legs. Relax it. Shitla Dandasana. One more breathing exercise. The last one. Sitting is over. The last breathing exercise. The Shavasana. Which practice? Breathing exercises. How many breathing exercises are there? Total. In your YAC syllabus, how many breathing exercises are there? Standing, 3 practices. Hands in and out breathing, hands stretch breathing, ankle stretch breathing. In the sitting, 4 breathing exercises: dog breathing, rabbit breathing, tiger breathing, Shashankasana breathing. And in the supine, 1 breathing exercise is there, that is that is straight leg raise breathing. Okay, straight leg raise breathing, that is with alternate legs or single leg, and one more is with both legs together, right? Okay, let's come to Shavasana. Lie down on your back. Lie down in Shavasana. So whenever you are doing the practice, the Shavasana, just remember every time. So the stage is just like that, gods and everything will be there, right? And we just like Guru place, right? So should not keep your legs towards the stage. Okay? So that's why you can just turn your head, and your head must be this side and legs must be that side. Right? Not only here, everywhere, wherever you go, you have to remember this point. The Shavasana, whenever you are doing, the head must be towards the stage. So for the demonstration, if you want to see, can just turn your head and can see that. So keeping your legs together, stretching the hands above the head. This is the sthiti. So in this sthiti position, with inhalation, raising one leg, any one leg, you can just lift up as much as you can. It is not mandatory that completely 90 degrees must be there. So if you are unable to lift your leg, just Wherever you are feeling comfort, until then you can just keep your leg straight and lift up. With exhalation, slowly bring your leg down. We are going with alternate legs, right side and left side. With inhalation, left leg up, and with exhalation, bringing your left leg down. So like this, with inhalation, right leg, and exhalation, down. So when you are doing that practice, don't bend your knee. So many people will do just for keeping the leg straight. They will do like keeping this up to the thigh, they will keep straight, and the remaining they will fold it. So it won't give that much effect. Okay, so that if you can't able to lift up to 90 degrees level, you can just keep your thigh as much as possible and try to keep your leg straight and lift up. Right? And while bringing down also, don't drop like this. If you are hitting like this, it will injure your heel. Okay? So slowly bring. How you are lifting the leg? In the same way, you can just bring your leg down. In the same way, we can do with both legs also, with inhalation and with exhalation. So either you can take your hands above your head or besides of the body, or taking your both palms under your hips or the lower back, and slowly take like this. Right? So anything, whatever you feel comfort according to, you can just do it. So people those who are having back pain or heart problems, don't go with both legs. Okay? It will give more pressure on your back and more pressure on your heart. So that you can just go with only single leg. Right? If you don't have any other issues, you can do with both legs also. First we can start with a single leg. Legs together, hands above your head. Inhale slowly. Raise your right leg. Exhale down. Here also the breathing pattern slow. Inhale, slowly lift your left leg up. Alternate. We can do alternate. Right leg once and left leg. Exhale down. Inhale, left, right leg. Exhale down. Inhale, left leg. Exhale down. Inhale, right leg. Exhale. Inhale, left leg. Exhale down. Now we go for both legs, keeping your both legs together. Either hands besides of the body or taking your palms under your lower back or your hips. Legs together. Try to keep your both legs together. Inhale, slowly lift up your legs. Exhale, slowly bring down. Slowly bring your legs down. Inhale, slowly lift your both legs. Exhale, slowly bring down. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Okay, just relax. Release your legs, release your hands. Relax. So in the relaxations, we have instant relaxation technique, IRT, quick relaxation technique, QRT, and the DRT, deep relaxation technique that we have. Now we go for IRT, instant relaxation technique. So in the instant relaxation technique, keep your legs together, hands besides of your body, palms touching to your sides of the thighs. Keep your palms besides of the thighs. Now bring your awareness to your toes, stretch out your toes, tighten your ankle joints, tighten your calf muscles, pull up your kneecaps, tighten your thighs, squeeze your buttocks, Exhale, completely suck your abdomen in. Make a loose fist and tighten your both the arms. Inhale and expand your chest. Tighten your chest muscles. Tighten your neck muscles. Compress your facial muscles. From toes to the head, each and every part. Tighten, tighten, tighten. And release and relax. Relax in Shavasana. Just observe the blood flow in your body. Relax. Now slowly join your legs together. Hands by the sides of the body. Stretch your right hand above your head. Place your left palm on your abdomen. Fold your left leg. Turn your body right side. Stretch your left leg over your right, left palm on your left leg. Once you feel comfort, place your left palm on the ground in front of your chest and slowly come to sitting position. So in IRT, many people will do one mistake. So with the IRT, what we are doing, the whole body parts we are tightening, right? For that we are doing the practice. So keeping the legs together, taking the palms besides of your thighs. So here tightening from the toes, tighten your toes, stretch out your ankles, tighten your calf muscles, pull up your kneecaps, thighs and squeezing your buttocks. Then exhaling completely, sucking the abdomen inwards and making the loose fist so that you can just tighten your both arms. If you are keeping your fingers like this, you won't feel the tightness in your arm. Okay? So that you can just make loose fist and then tighten. Then expand your chest, tighten your chest muscles and facial muscles. Throughout your body you can just tighten completely, freeze your body. Then release. So that the blood flow will be happen properly and you can feel the relaxation throughout your body. Okay? Just simply keeping your legs apart and just tightening this, it won't have that effect. Okay, just keeping the whole body tightened and just release. The blood flow will be happen properly and you can feel the relaxation. Okay, so after these practices, the next one is after the breathing exercises, loosening exercise. Okay, what is the difference in the Sukshma Vyayama and these loosening practices?
In Sukshma Vyayama, we focus more on breathing slowly.
Sukshma Vyayama. Sukshma means subtler joints. So all the finger joints, wrist joints and all these joints that we are focusing. In these loosening exercises, we are focusing on the whole body, all the muscles, right? We are loosening all the body parts and all the muscles. We can just go for the flexibility. Micro and macro, right? Okay. Now we can just go with the Sukshma loosening exercise practices. So let's come to standing position. Okay. So what are the loosening exercises that we have? One is jogging, and next.
Twisting.
Okay, in the jogging, 4 variations. One is slow jogging. Another one is forward jogging, bringing the knees up to chest. The third one is backward jogging, touching the heels to the buttocks. And fourth one is just a side jogging, touching the heels to your elbows. Right? After that we go for the Mukha Dhaudi, that is loosening, jogging. And the next one is
Forward and backward.
forward and backward bending practice. The next side bending and twisting. Okay? And the last loosening exercise, Pavana Muktasana Kriya. Right? Okay, we'll start with the jogging. So when you are giving these dynamic practices, okay, even loosening exercise, whatever the practices may be, just have to remember. First, you have to remember the limitations for whom these practices can be given and for whom it should not be given. The limitations must be known before going to the practice. Okay, if you are going to teach or if you are going to practice yourself, you should know the limitations first. So these are the dynamic practices, so that those are having any heart related issues, they can't able to go for these practices, should not give for them. And those are having back pain, when you are doing these practices with the jerky movements, they will get more pain, right, increasing their pain, so that you can just avoid for them also. Those who are having hernia problem and women during menstrual cycles or the pregnancy, so during that time then don't go for these dynamic practices. Okay, so let's come to, and those are having knee pain, arthritis or any joint pains, if they are having, they don't go for these dynamic practices. Okay.
ಈಗ ನಾವು ಟೀಚರ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಇಷ್ಟು ಪೇನ್ ರಿಲೀಫ್ ನಾವು ಮಾಡೋದು ನಾವು కలిపోదల్వా
Yeah, that is.
మనము ఇంత నక్కుండేవాళ్ళు ఈ ప్రాక్టీస్ని ఇప్పుడు మీరు చేస్తూ ఉంటే మేము చేసి చూసుకోవచ్చు కదా. ఇప్పుడు ఆల్రెడీ బ్యాక్ పెయిన్ ఉంది, మీరు చెప్పినట్టు పీరియడ్ టైం ఉంది, కానీ మనము చేయొచ్చు కదా.
టీచర్ అయినంత మాత్రాన్ని చేయకూడదు. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ యూఆర్ టీచర్ ఆల్సో, ఇఫ్ యూఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ దట్ ఇష్యూస్, డోంట్ గో ఫర్ దట్. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ మ్యాండేటరీ దట్ you are a teacher, you should know, you have to do all the practices. It is not like that. Okay, you should know the practice, that's it, how to do the practice, that you should know, but don't go with those practices yourself. Okay, because for you also the same, any other practitioner also, for you also the same, the body will be the same, the result will be the same. Okay, the contraindications for everyone is the same, as a teacher or whatever you are. Okay, so make loose fist of your palms and take your palms on your chest. First you can start on your toes, jogging on your toes slowly and gradually increase the speed up as much as you can. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17, 18, 19, 20. Now just lean little backward and try to lift up your knees as much as possible. Lifting the knees up. Just lean backward so that you will be able to lift your knees. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Slow down and continue. Don't stop immediately whenever you are doing dynamic practices. Now go for backward jogging. Lean little forward so that you can able to touch your heels to your hips. Continue. Try to touch your heels to your buttons. Slow down. The next one is side jogging. So in the side jogging, try to touch your heels to your elbow if possible. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6, or else you can take your palms to the of the hips, try to touch like this. As much as you can, or else slowly, you can just do slow like this. If you can't able to go dynamic, just to do slow. Slow down. Now for the relaxation, just separate your legs, take your palms and your knees, inhale through your nose and exhalation through your mouth. Continue like that for 10 times minimum. Exhalations through your mouth. Come back. Just relax. Now the next one is forward and backward bending. So keeping your legs together, taking your palms on your thighs. While inhaling, just take your hands above your head, bend back as much as you can. While exhaling, bend forward, swing your hands freely and come. When you are swinging your hands, body will push you back, swinging. So inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation. So like this you can just continue without bending your knees. 3, inhale up, exhale down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now slowly come back. The next one is side bending. So just go to any edge and can spread your legs as much as you can spread. So here also the same, you can just turn 45 degrees so that you won't disturb others. At any one side, this side only, you can just turn all together this side, this corner. Hands up to shoulder level, palms facing towards the floor. Inhalation, and with exhalation, bending your body one side. So it is not mandatory to bend forward, okay? Just side bending only, just bending sideways. Turn your palm forward and look up. Inhalation, center. Exhalation, opposite side. Continue. Inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation and exhalation. Don't bend forward. Okay? So if you are looking sideways, when you are doing the practice, if you are bending from the side, if you are looking at me, I will be in a straight line. Body will be in a straight line. Inhalation and exhalation. I am not bending forward. If you are bending forward, your body will not be having in a straight line. Okay? If you are just holding your toes, just bending like this, you won't get any stretch in the sides. Okay? If you can't able to go complete down, just you can bend as per your capacity. If you are unable to bend, this much also fine. Okay? But don't go for forward. Just sideways you can just bend. Inhalation and exhalation. Continue. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale and exhale right. Turn your palm forward and you can just look up. Inhale and exhale. Inhalation and exhalation. 2 more rounds. Inhale and exhale. Don't bend your knees. Legs should be straight. Inhalation and exhalation, opposite side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last round. Inhale and exhale right. Inhale and exhale left side. Slowly back to center. Drop your hands. Legs together. The next practice is twisting. So once again, spreading the legs. As per your capacity, you can just spread your legs. Once again, hands up to shoulder level and fold your hand. Bring your palms in front of your chest. Inhalation. While exhalation, stretch your hand and twist your back. Inhalation center and exhalation opposite side. 3, 4, little fast. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now slowly come back. Wrap your legs together. So whenever you are doing in a group, everybody is doing at the same side. It won't disturb anyone. If somebody is doing right and somebody is doing left, so it will clash. Okay, that's why the synchronization of the group also important while doing the practice. Okay, the next practice. So in this practice, so when you are doing, don't move your feet. Okay, the feet must be straight in the same position wherever you are keeping, and just twisting from the waist region, above waist region, just twisting and giving the expansion of your chest. So here also we are just twisting the abdomen and the chest region so that we are exhaling, and with inhalation coming back to center, we are bringing the chest open, and with exhalation once again we are twisting, so we are compressing. That's why exhalation. Okay. The next one, Pavanamuktasana Kriya. So in the Pavanamuktasana Kriya, let's come to sitting posture. So legs together, hands above the head, and the first one is leg rotation, so that you can just lift your one leg up and fold your leg, interlocking your fingers, holding your knee or the shin bone, bring your knee towards the chest first, then lift your head, touch your chin to the knee if possible. So in the starting you may feel pain, so it is fine. If you are feeling more pain, you can just place your head on the floor and can do the practice. Okay, and the next is just lifting the leg up and go for rotation. Right? In the same way, anti-clockwise also you can just go for rotation. Right? So while you are rotating your leg, don't rotate from here. Okay? We are not rotating from the knee. Here, the main purpose of this practice is to give the relaxation, the loosening for your hip joint, and as well for the lower abdomen, and these backs will be reduced, so that from here another leg is used. So from here you have to rotate, right? And don't tighten your leg. Many people will do just tightening the leg and they will go for rotation. It will give more pressure, more pain, and sometimes they will get pain after doing the practice. So keep it relaxed and try to keep it straight and just go for it. You can able to do easy, right? So this is leg rotations, and the next one is this rocking and rolling practice. So the rocking, just folding the legs, interlocking the fingers, and just to go for forward and backward movements. So while you are going forward and backward, try to lift your hips up, hips up while complete going forward, if possible. Okay. So you can able to lift your hips up, so that it will give more effect. Right? The same way in the rolling practice, just rolling your whole body. Right? Roll your whole body and come back and go for opposite side. Right? So don't rotate, twist your body, only lower parts. You have to roll your whole body completely. Your back also, you can just roll it. Then Okay, just relax. Right? Yes, can go for. Okay, legs together. Stretch your hands above your head. Now we'll start with raise your right leg up and fold your right leg. Interlock your fingers. Hold your knee or the shin bone. And bring your knee towards the chest. Possible lift your head up. Now let's go for rotation with left leg. Slowly and continuously rotate your left leg. 1, 2. Try to bring it complete down and lift up to 90 degrees level. 3, so that you will make big circle. 4, don't bend your knees. 5. Now opposite direction, 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3. Don't bend your knee. 4 and 5. Now just stop the practice. Release your hands and leg. Now the same we do with opposite leg. Now fold your left leg, interlock your fingers and bring your knee towards the chest. Lift your head and touch your chin to the knee. Lift your right leg up and go for rotations with right leg. Inhale up and exhale down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Just relax, release your hands, leg. Now the next one is rocking. So keep your both legs together, lift up and fold your legs, interlock and hold your knees or shin bone. Now move forward and backward. With exhalation, move forward, inhale, go back. 2, 3, be careful. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now go for rolling. Rolling your body towards right side and left side. Now slowly continue. 1, inhale center and exhale, rolling opposite side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, roll your whole body. 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly come back. Just relax. Release your hands and legs. Now slowly turn your body right side and come to sitting posture. Slowly come to sitting position. So after the loosening exercises, we go for Surya Namaskara. Okay. is taking too much time today, right?
No
No
problem.
problem.
We
It's
came
quite
to
good.
learn.
Fine. Okay, now let's come to standing posture. So in the Surya Namaskaras, what are the points you have to remember when you are doing the practice?
Inhale.
The Surya Namaskaras are the combination of the asanas and pranayamas. Pranayama is not exactly, but we go for inhalations and exhalations in a pattern. So that this is the combination of asanas and pranayamas that we can say, right? And this will give the flexibility to your body and give strengthening your body also. Okay. So just we'll go with one demonstration. After that, we can just go for the practice, right? So we use here 12 count Surya Namaskara and 10 count Surya Namaskara. The 12 count Surya Namaskara, those who are the basic practitioner and those who can't able to go for dynamic way, for them these 12 count Surya Namaskaras can be given. Okay? Because in between there is Shashankasana for the relaxation. Right? So first I will stand on the mat. Just take 1 foot gap from the edge of the mat. Okay? When you are going for Ashtanga Namaskara, what happens? Your chin will go down. Right? If you are standing here, your palms will be here and your chin will go down. Right? That's why you can just take a little gap so that when you are going for Ashtanga Namaskara, your chin will be on the mat itself. So from starting the Namaskara Sthiti and after the prayer and this mantra, we can just go for the Hasta Uttanasana practice. Hands above your head with exhalation. So when you are bending backward, don't bend your knees. Many people will do this. So you are bending knees and you won't have that flexibility in your spine. So keeping your legs straight and slowly bend back as much as possible. And from the exhalation, from the lower back, you can just bend forward and lengthen your spine so that you can just able to keep the spine straight and it will give more flexibility to your calf muscles and thigh muscles. And place your palms besides of the feet or holding your toes wherever it is possible. Just bring it and just go for bring your chin up forehead towards the knees. And then 3 Ashwasanchalanasana. So taking your leg back, right? Either you can just keep your toes active or stretch, whichever you feel comfortable. And then these foot, left foot must be in between your both the palms. Your both palms and foot must be in a straight line, and this leg must be straight, right? So that you can give the stretching to your hips and your pelvic muscles. Looking forward and looking up. Then Chaturanga Dandasana, taking your left leg back and keeping your body like a plank. From your heels to your head, it must be a straight line. Looking forward, 1 foot or 2 feet. And then go for Shashankasana. So knees on the ground, placing your hips on your heels and forehead on the ground. Then inhalation and exhalation. Ashtanga Namaskara. So in the Ashtanga Namaskara, we are just keeping the toes active, knees on the floor, chest and chin on the floor, and both the palms, bringing your elbows closer to your body. So in Bhujangasana, just below navel region on the floor and roll your shoulders, look up. Either keeping your toes active or stretch. With exhalation, Parvatasana. Touching your heels to your hips and stretching your, bringing your head and upper back towards the floor without bending your knees. Then going for inhalation and exhalation. Then Ashwasanchalanasana, bringing the same right leg. First you have taken the right leg back, right? So bringing the same right leg forward so that it will give the stretching to your right leg also. In the third count, we have taken the right leg back, so we have given the stretching to the left thigh. So now we are bringing the same right leg forward so that it will give the opposite leg. The same. With exhalation and inhalation coming down. So in these points you have to remember when you are going for Padahastasana, palms on the ground, and you are going for Ashwasanchalana Chaturanga. So palms and feet wherever it is, you have to keep throughout the practice in the same place, right? If you're going for Shashankasana here itself, not moving the palms, not moving the feet. Ashtanga Namaskara, same place. Bhujangasana, same place. Parvatasana, same place. Once again Shashankasana. And then clear? So we are not moving the palms, not moving the feet. In the same way, for 10 count Surya Namaskara, without Shashankasana, we are just going for that. Clear? Okay. We'll go for the practice. Adapt Namaskara Mudra. Okay, with closed eyes. I hope everybody knows the prayer. Hiranmayan Patrana.
Yes, yes.
Okay, all together we chant. Inhale deeply. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasya Abhidam Mukham Tattvam Bhushanna Pavranu Satya Dharmaya Drishtaye Om Ram Mitraya Namaha. Okay. One mantra, one round. Okay. Let's continue. We can chant out each and every step also. It is fine. Anything is fine. Let's count. 1. Hasta Uttanasana. Inhale, bend backward. Exhale, Pada Hastasana. Bend forward from the lower back. Either palms on your feet or besides of the feet on the ground. Bring your chin or forehead towards the knees. 3. Right leg back. Right knee on the ground. Ashwa Sanchalanasana. Look up or look forward. 4. Chaturanga Dandasana. Keeping your body like a plank, look forward 1 or 2 feet. 3. Next, inhalation and exhalation, Shashankasana. 5. Sit on your heels. 6. Inhale and exhale, Ashtanga Namaskara. 7. With inhalation, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale and exhale, Shashankasana. Shashankasana. Inhale, Ashwasanchalanasana. Knee on the ground, opposite knee. Exhale, Padahastasana. Inhale, Hasta Uttanasana. Come back to Namaskara. So here the toes, you can just do one thing. So in Hasta Uttanasana and Padahastasana, Ashwasanchalanasana, either keeping your toes straight or stretch out. And then the Chaturanga Dandasana. Once you can stretch your toes and once you can keep your toes active. Okay? So in the Chaturanga Dandasana, active. Then Shashankasana, stretching your toes and ankles. And Ashtanga Namaskara, active. Okay? And Bhujangasana, like this. And Parvatasana, right? So once you can keep your toes active and once you can take your toes backward in this practice. But when you are going for 10 count Surya Namaskara, throughout the practice try to keep your toes active. Okay? So I will show one demonstration, 10 count Surya Namaskara, after that we can go for that. So Hasta Uttanasana, Padahastasana, Ashwasanchalanasana, keeping your toe active. Chaturanga Dandasana, active. Ashtanga Namaskara, active. Bhujangasana, active. Parvatasana in the same. And Ashwasanchalanasana, Padahastasana, Hasta Uttanasana. Okay, when you are going into the flow, try to keep the toes active. When you are going for one relaxation, you can just go for once active, once you can just alternately change. Okay? Right. You can go for 12 counts Surya Namaskar, 2 more rounds you can do. 12 counts 1. Hasta Uttanasana. Pada Hastasana. Ashwasanchalanasana, either right leg or left leg, anything is fine. Chaturanga Dandasana, Shashankasana, inhalations and exhalation. Ashtanga Namaskara, inhalation and exhalation. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, Shashankasana, inhalation and exhalation. Ashwasanchalanasana, Padahastasana, Hasta Uttanasana. Back to Namaskar. Go for one more round. 1. Hasta Uttanasana, Padahastasana, Ashwasanchalanasana, Chaturanga Dandasana, Shashankasana, Ashtanga Namaskarasana, Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, Shashankasana, Ashwasanchalanasana, Padahastasana, Hasta Uttanasana. Back to Namaskara, Pranamasana. Now we'll go for 10 count Surya Namaskara, 3 rounds. Okay, let's continue. 1. Hasta Uttanasana. 2. Padahastasana, exhalation. 3. Inhalation, Ashwasanchalanasana, knee on the ground. 4. With exhalation, Chaturanga Dandasana. 5. Inhalation and exhalation, either hold or normal breathing, Ashtanga Namaskara. We are doing 10 counts Surya Namaskara. Ashtanga Namaskara. Inhale Bhujangasana. Exhale Parvatasana. Inhale Ashwasanchalanasana. Exhale Padahastasana. Inhale Hasta Uttanasana. Namaskara Siddhi. 2 more rounds. 1. Hasta Uttanasana. 2. Padahastasana. 3. Ashwasanchalanasana. 4. Chaturanga Dandasana. 5. Ashtanga Namaskarasana. 6. Bhujangasana. 7. Parvatasana. 8. Ashwasanchalanasana. 9. Padahastasana. 10. Hasta Uttanasana. Namaskara Siddhi. Go for the last round. Hasta Uttanasana, Padahastasana, Ashwasanchalanasana, Chaturanga Dandasana, Ashtanga Namaskarasana, Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, Ashwasanchalanasana, Padahastasana, Hasta Uttanasana. Back to Pranamasana. Drop your hands. Just relax, relaxing. Shitala Tadasana. So regularly, how many rounds you will do? 12. Okay, so today very less.
Yesterday we did 36.
Yes, today we can just go only 6. So after the Surya Namaskara practice, we can go for QRT, quick relaxation technique. Okay, just come to Shavasana. Want to do 6 more rounds? If you want.
We learn other asanas.
Huh?
We learn other.
Okay, fine. Come to Shavasana. The QRT, what are the steps? You have practiced the QRT? What are the steps in that? Quick relaxation technique. First we go for observation, right? And observing all the changes in the body after doing the practices. And the second one is synchronization. Just you can focusing on your abdomen with inhalations and exhalations. You can just go for synchronization of your abdominal movements with your breathing. And third one is feeling your breath. Okay, that is sensitivity, sensitization. So with inhalation, you can just feeling the there's cooling sensation. With exhalation, warm sensations. And with inhalation, you can feel that positive energy, and with exhalation, you can just go for the relaxation. After that, we'll go with the akar chanting. Okay, so these are the 3 steps in your QRT. Now, just observe the changes in your body. With apart legs, apart your hands, palms facing upward, Shavasana position. Just observing your whole body after the practices. Your breathing patterns, your abdominal movements, your heartbeat. Without manipulating your breathing, just observing the changes within. Now, let's go for synchronization of your breathing. Bring your awareness to your abdomen. While inhaling, just bulge out your abdomen like a balloon. You can just bulge out your abdomen. Inhale deeply. And exhale slowly and completely. Your abdomen sinking down. Just continue for 5 breaths. Awareness on your breathing. The deep inhalation, bulge out your abdomen like a balloon. Each exhalation, just relax. Inhale and bulge out your abdomen. Exhale and relax your abdomen. Relax. Go for sensitization. You can just bring your awareness to your both the nostrils. While inhaling, observe the cooling sensations. While exhaling, observe the warm sensations in your nostrils. With each inhalation, you can feel the positive energy throughout your body. With each exhalation, just enjoy the relaxation to the body. Inhale, energize your body. Exhale and relax your body. For further relaxation, we'll go for 1 round of akara chanting. So while chanting, just observe the sound effect in the body. Inhale. Observe the sound effect. Relax. Slowly join your legs together, hands by the sides of your body. And stretch your right hand above your head along the ground. Place your left palm on your abdomen, fold your left leg. Slowly turn your body right side. Stretch your left leg. Place your left palm on your left thigh. Once you feel comfort, gently place your left palm on the ground and come to sitting posture. Sit in any comfortable posture. Rub your palms and do gentle massage your eyelids. Few blinks, open your eyes. So these are the Sukshma loosening exercises and Surya Namaskaras and Q art if you feel like. So after that we have asanas. So in the asanas, four types are there. One is standing, sitting, supine and prone, right? Okay. So in the asana practices, it is divided into two types, like two categories. One is category wise and another one is type wise. In the type, the standing, sitting, supine and prone. In the category wise, three types of the practices are there. So one is cultural asanas, and the second one is relaxing asanas, third one is meditative asanas. Okay, so the categories, three categories: cultural, relaxing and the meditative asanas. So the relaxing asanas that we know, that Shavasana, one is relaxation asana and another one is Makarasana. So Shashankasana and other practices we use for a short time when you are going for asana practices during that time. But for longer relaxation, we are going for 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the relaxation. So for that time we use only Shavasana or some people will use Makarasana, right? So these two practices are called relaxing asanas, Shavasana and Makarasana. And then comes to the meditative postures. So meditative postures, just we can go for the meditations. For a longer time we can sit in that position, like Vajrasana, Padmasana, Siddhasana, Siddhayoni Asana, Swastikasana, right? So like these practices, asanas, whichever is called, those are meditative asanas. Except these relaxing and the meditative asanas, the remaining all other asana practices are called cultural asanas. Okay? So in the cultural asanas, it will give the flexibility to your body and it will give the stamina and strengthen your body, and all these things will be happen in the cultural postures. Okay? So except these relaxing and the meditative asanas, the remaining asanas will have are called cultural asanas. Okay? Okay. So for YAC level, what we do here in our SPASA module, we follow 8-step method. Okay? So in the 8-step method, what are the 8 steps? Have you gone through it? 8-step method. What are the 8 steps? First step is introduction of the asana. Okay? The second step is demonstration. Third step is benefits and limitations. Fourth step is individual practice. Fourth step. Okay? And fifth one is practice in pairs. Only two people will do the practice. Right? The sixth one, question and answers. Seventh one, key points. Eighth one, the whole group practice. Okay? So once again, the first step is introduction of the asana. Second step, demonstrations. Third step, benefits and other limitations. Fourth step, individual practice. Fifth step, practice in pairs. Sixth step, question and answers. Seventh one, key points. Eighth one,
Mass.
mass or group practice. Okay, clear? How to remember, because your certified yoga therapist, yoga instructor from Viswasa, this is the main basic concept that we follow. Okay, what is the purpose of this 8-step method practice? For exam purpose, right? Okay. Any purpose of that, or simply we are just following just like that?
Perfection.
Yes, please.
Perfection.
Perfection. Okay, very good. So here, in the systematic way that we are going for the practice. Okay, when we are introducing an asana for a new practitioner, for easily remembering that practice, and they can go for easily without any mistakes. Okay, with the perfection and with the remembering all these things, we just go for the 8-step method. Okay, here what happens? We are just introducing about the asana. What is asana and what is the purpose of that name we have given, and what is the complementary postures? What is the complementary means? Complementary asanas are there, right? What is the complementary?
Next to or beside to that.
Just to counter pose that we say, or just we can go for the balancing for the both the sides, whatever the practice that you are doing. If you are going for right side, doing the same practice opposite side to balance both the sides. If you are going for forward bending, just going for backward bending to give the balancing to the spine. Okay, like that for each and every practice, some counter poses or the complementary postures are there. Okay, except as I mentioned, for relaxing asanas and the meditative asanas, we don't have the complementary postures. Okay, we just go for these cultural postures. Most of the practices will have the complementary postures. Clear? So in the introduction part, we are just going with all the details about the asana, and in the second one, demonstrations. In the demonstrations, we show the demonstrations silently, how to go and how to come back, and then after that we can just go with counting. What is the purpose of the counting? Count of the practice.
To do in systematic way.
Yes, going into the systematic way. So, as I told, for easily remembering that practice and going into the systematic way, when you are giving the instructions to everyone, if we ask somebody to go for the final posture, somebody is lifting the hand. If you are going for Ardha Chakrasana, somebody is just lifting up to the shoulder level, somebody is lifting already up to the head region. And in the group, when you are doing the practice, it won't show in a, just like what we say, it won't feel comfortable to see, right? So in that time, if we are giving the countings, according to the countings, if you are going in the practice, like 1, I'm saying 1, so everybody will be lifting the hand at the same time. And 2, just here everybody is going into the same way into the final posture. And in the 3 coming back, and in the 4 coming to the relaxation pose. So easily remembering that practice, and in the systematic way to go and come back to the practice, it will be happen by using the counting. Okay, counting not exactly what we are mentioned in the book, it is not mandatory, but that if you are following, it is good. Okay, in some cases they can't able, if Ardha Chakrasana in the book it is there 4 counts, but when you are somebody is lifting up to here, can take 1, and further 2 and 3, just maintaining, or just stretching the hand above the head with inhalation and with exhalation going further, like 4 counts and then 4 counts, 8 counts also can be done. Okay, or else 3 counts and 3 counts, 6 counts also can be done. So that is depends upon you how you are going to give the practice. Okay, but for your exam purpose, you have to go with the book in whatever is mentioned in that book. Clear? So this is the purpose of the counting, right? Okay. So in the demonstrations, we are just going with silent demonstration first, then with counting we are going, and then with the breathing and the explanation. Okay. As I told, breathing is important while you are doing the practices. If you are not going with the breath, like breathing will be happen, normal breathing will be happen, but with the synchronization of the breathing is not happening. That is just like exercise. Okay, so in the yoga what we are following is to synchronizing the breathing and try to slowing down and synchronizing your body movements along with that. Okay, so in the demonstration third step we are just going with the demonstrations, counting, breathing with the complete explanation how to raise how to do the practice and coming back, right? And the starting also I mentioned, if you don't know the benefits, that is fine, but if you don't know the limitations, you will get harm for someone. Okay, the person is having heart problem, right? Hypertension or heart related issues, any something is there, and you don't know the limitation of the practice, just like complete forward bending practice or these jogging, jumpings, that practices are there. So if you don't know the limitation, we just simply giving for that person jogging. What happens? Within fraction of seconds, the heart will collapse and the participant will. Okay, so yoga is not only, it won't have side effects, but if you don't know the limitations properly, if you are giving the practices, it will also have the side effects. Okay, it is not every practice is suitable for everyone. Clear? If you are a yoga teacher also, as a yoga practitioner also, as per your body limitations, whatever is there, that you should know and then go for the practice. It is not mandatory that I am a yoga teacher or I am a yoga practitioner, regularly I am practicing, I have to go for this practice. It is not like that. You are having cardiac problem, and if you want to go for the dynamic practices, it won't allow your body. Okay, so that's why you have to understand your limitations and you can go accordingly. That's why the benefits and limitations, the third step is benefits and the limitations. So you should know the limitations, and when you are going to give the practice for any practitioner, first tell the limitations. Okay, after doing the practice you are just simply telling the limitations, no words, right? As I told, if you are giving jogging and you know the limitations, but okay, let him do, after that I will give the limitations, and after that it won't be there anything. Okay, so before giving the practice itself, you should mention the limitations of the practice, so that the practitioners will be aware if they are having any issues. Sometimes what happens, the practitioners won't say, I am having a heart problem or I am having back pain or the neck pain. Feel shy, sometimes feel shy, people feel shy, right? So if they don't know the limitations and if simply they are going, it will aggravate their problem and it will be very difficult after that. Okay, that's why the limitations are very important before going to give the practice itself. Okay, and then we go with the individual practice first. So in the individual practice, the new practitioners, so they don't know how to go in the final posture. Just like Trikonasana, many people will go for bending forward, right? So should not bend forward and should not bend the knee and all these things. So in the fourth step, simply we are asking them to do the practice individually. After that, practice in pace. What is the purpose of the practice in pace? So as a yoga instructor or the yoga teacher, you can't able to correct everyone within that time, right? If you are giving the asana, for 10 counts you are asking them to maintain, but within that 10 count you can't able to go for each and everyone and you can't able to correct everyone, right? So we are just making two persons a group, so that one person is practicing, during that time another practitioner will observe, right? So that the mistakes whatever is doing, the second person will tell them and they will correct. The same way second person will practice and the first person will tell what are the mistakes that they are doing. So the two persons will correct themselves. So you won't have that much pressure to correct each and everyone. That is the purpose. We are just going with practice in pairs. And after that, any questions or any queries are there, you can just clarify in that. And then we'll go for the key points. What is the key point? What is the purpose of the key points?
Main points what you should remember by doing yoga.
So in the final posture, when you are maintaining the final posture, for maintaining that, if you are going into right way, you can able to maintain for longer time. Okay? If you are going in a wrong way and you can just maintaining, it you can't able to maintain for longer time, and it will give more pressure on your body. You won't feel that comfortableness. Okay, what is the meaning of asana according to Patanjali definition? Sthira Sukha Asana. Sthiram Sukham Asanam or Sthira Sukham Asana. Means, Sthira means stability. You have to maintain that stability. Sukha means that comfortableness, right? And that is called asana. So if you are being in stable and without any effort, that comfortableness if you are maintaining, that is called asana. So when you know the key points of the practice properly, you can able to maintain for longer time. If you are going into wrong way and you can't able to maintain for longer time. That's why the key points are very important when you are going for maintaining any asana. That's after knowing all these points, the 8th step we go for the group practice. Clear? This is the purpose of 8th step method for these asanas. Clear? Okay. So have you practiced the 8th step method way?
Guruji, focus on pranayama. Asanas we have practiced.
Only asanas or 8th step method I am asking you.
Guruji, focus on pranayama because pranayama is not taught to us.
Now we can go for asanas or pranayamas.
Pranayama.
Yes, more I do.
8th step way you have not practiced, right? Want to practice?
Practice madli.
Okay. Just simply you have gone through asanas, direct asanas, right? So 8th step way once we can go, 1 or 2 asanas, 1 asana is fine, you will get to know that. Okay? After that we can go with other practices. Okay. Just make 2 persons a group. Okay? So in the starting position, so in the first practice in the standing position, what is the first practice? Ardha Kati Chakrasana. Okay. Okay, we can go with Ardha Chakrasana for the complementary that we have. So Ardha Chakrasana we can go for the practice. So in the Ardha Chakrasana, the introduction of the asana. So the name is Ardha Chakrasana. The meaning? Ardha Chakrasana. And we are going Ardha Chakrasana, not Ardha Kati Chakrasana. Meaning is Ardha means half. Chakra means wheel. Wheel. Right? So half wheel pose. That is the meaning of the asana. Right? Ardha Chakrasana. Why we say that Ardha Chakrasana? When you are bending backward, your body is just like half wheel. Okay? That's why this is called Ardha Chakrasana. Okay, that is the justification of the practice that we say. So in this introduction, the name, the meaning and the justification about the asana. After that, what are the other points are there in that? Introduction part.
Asana introduction.
Counts, one is counts, right? 3 is counts, complementary and the category. Okay? So counts are Ardha Chakrasana? 4 counts. Okay, counting is 4. And then the complementary, just we are bending backward, right? So for the forward bending, Padahastasana. Right? For Ardha Chakrasana, the complementary is Padahastasana, bending forward. Right? Then the category. Which category? Cultural. As I told, except the relaxation and the meditative asanas, the remaining are comes under cultural asana. Right? So category is cultural. Then the type. What are the types? Standing. 4 types I mentioned. Standing, sitting, supine and prone. Right? So this is standing type. Okay, so these are the introduction part of the asana. And the next one is demonstration. Just I am going with the silent demonstration first. So when you are going to give the practice for anyone, you can just go with the first silent demonstration. Silent demonstration. After that, with counting, demonstration with counting. One and two, 3 and 4. Then relaxation. Now with the counting, with breathing, with explanation. So first come to Sthiti Tadasana and hands besides of the body. One count, just taking the palms on the waist. While inhaling, just pushing your hips forward and expanding the chest, completely bending backward from the lower back. Rolling the shoulders back and looking up, or just hang your head freely. 3, while exhaling, slowly coming back to center. And then the 4 count, and just releasing the hands, relaxing in Shitila Tadasana. Okay, so here the breathing patterns, while taking your palms on your waist is normal breath. Just only when you are bending backward, expanding the chest, so that you can just completely inhaling. Just maintaining with normal breathing. So whenever you are maintaining asana, should not hold the breath and don't go for forceful breathing. Just go for normal breaths. Okay, just maintaining with the normal breathing, inhalations and exhalations normal. Then while coming back, exhalation and back to center, and just relax. Okay, so this is counting, breathing and explanation about the practice. And then the benefits and the limitations. What are the benefits while doing this practice? So expanding the chest, so any type of respiratory problems or lungs related issues can be resolved. Okay, and it will give, what is happening to back? Just bending the back, right? So it is good for lower back pain. Those are having not severe, if you pass, people those are having severe back pain should not go complete bending. So as per their limitation they can go for, but this is good for back. And what is happening in the abdomen? Stretching, right? So those are having any abdominal related issues or your digestive related issues, it can be helpful in the digestion problems also. And it will reduce the fat as well. The abdominal fat or sides of the fat, whatever is there, that also can be reduced. And stimulates the internal organs. And while you are bending backward, what is happening to your neck? Stretching, right? So here the thyroid gland will be there, so it is also very good for thyroid problem, right? So when you are doing the practice itself, if you are observing your body, you will get to know what are the benefits can be achieved by doing the practice. Okay, it is not mandatory, only whatever is there in the book, those benefits only will get. It is not like that. If you are understanding yourself, you will get more benefits. Okay, that's why whatever the practice that you are doing, just observe your whole body, and what is happening in the body, you can just observe and can go with the benefits. Okay, and what are the limitations? So those are, while bending backward, sometimes those are having vertigo or epilepsy condition, they will get the attacks, and it will they may chance how to fall down, right? So that's why you can avoid for vertigo and epilepsy conditions. And those are having severe neck pain or severe back pain also can be avoided this practice. Okay, otherwise for anyone can give. Okay. And then after the limitations and these things, benefits and the limitation, the fourth step is individual practice. Just go for individual practice first. You can just do yourself, count, come to Sthiti, all together, come to Sthiti. Okay, just go for your own practice. Go to the final posture. Just go to the final posture. All the fingers facing forward. Just maintain for a few seconds and slowly come back. Come back and relax. Okay, now go for pairs. The fifth step is practice in pairs. So the first one person will do and another person will observe. Okay? Yes, only one person can do and the others can observe. Any mistakes they are doing or any wrong things they are doing, you can just tell them after the practice. Once it is done, the second person will do and first person will observe. Okay. Done? Now you will have any questions? Questions are there? Any questions? Okay. So if you don't have any question and answers, then we'll go with the key points. So what are the key points in this practice? So when you are going backward, don't bend your knees. Legs should be straight. And from the lower back, you can just bend backward. Okay? And you can just open your chest. And try to bring your elbows closer to your body, as closer as possible. So that if you are bringing your elbows closer, it will expand more. Right? If you are simply placing like this and doing, and just bringing your elbows together, it will have more effect on your chest. Right? So, just bending backward and hang your head freely. Don't tighten your neck or don't tighten your whole body. Body must be flexible and should not have tightness. Whatever the practice that you are doing, don't tighten your body. Only except in IRT. Okay, IRT must be tightened. So in that you are not tightening, it won't give you any effect. But in other asana practices, body should be completely flexible and relaxed. Okay? Right. Now we'll go with the group practice. So in this practice, either you can close your eyes. If you are feeling any giddiness or anything, slowly come back and you can just be there. Otherwise, open your eyes and can do this. Okay? Let's go for the group practice. Come to Sthiti, Tadasana. Count to 1. Take your palms on your waist and all the fingers facing forward. Count to 2. With inhalation from the lower back, push your hips forward, expand your chest, roll your shoulders back, bend your head back, and be there. So with closed eyes if possible, maintain there with normal breathing. Sthiram Sukham Asanam. So try not to move your body, try to keep your body stable. And Prayatna Shaitilya Ananta Samapatti means without any effort you can just feel that full of expansiveness or full of enjoyment in your mind. Normal breathing. Now slowly with exhalation, Come back to center. Then release your hands. Inhalation and relax. Relax in Shitila Tadasana. Okay, so for this, the complementary is Padahastasana. So, introduction of the asana is Padahastasana. So, Padahastasana means, Pada means
Legs.
feet, Hasta means hands. So, feet to hand, that is what the meaning, English meaning. Okay, but when you are going into the final posture, you are touching your palms to your feet. Okay, so in that position you can able to touch your chin or forehead towards the knees. Okay, that is Pada Hastasana position. And what are the other things? 3 C's: category, count, and complementary. So complementary that we know, for the Pada Hastasana complementary is Ardha Chakrasana. For Ardha Chakrasana complementary is Pada Hastasana. Okay, so the Pada Hastasana complementary is Ardha Chakrasana, and the category cultural, and the counts. Here in Pada Hastasana we have 8 counts in your book. Okay, so first count we are just going up to the shoulder level, and second count we are just taking the hands above the head and turning the palms. With third count, just bringing your spine parallel to the ground, and in the fourth count you are just going for complete asana, touching your palms to your feet or besides of the feet, bringing your chin or forehead towards the knee without bending the knees. And fifth count, just coming back to bring your spine parallel to the ground, and sixth and seventh, bringing your hands sideways, and eighth position, completely bringing the hands down. Okay, so the limitations and the benefits. BP, back pain, those are had abdominal surgeries, and those are having the same for women. Menstrual cycle time and pregnancy time should not go for this practice, and those are having hernia problem, for them also it is not advisable, right? Yeah, so that is those are the limitations. And the benefits: what is happening when you are bending forward? Give the back stiffness. Okay, relieve the back stiffness. Yeah, cholesterol, whatever is there, that also can be reduced. And when you are compressing, what is happening? Internal organs are stimulated. So it is also good for the liver, it is also good for pancreas, and the digestive issues, those are having any digestive problems, for them also it is good. And especially indigestion problem and constipation problem, for them this practice is very good practice. Okay, and along with that, it will give strengthening your thighs and give the flexibility to your calf muscles, and these hamstrings also it will give strengthen, right? And more flexibility to your spine. Along with that, the blood flow will be happen to your head properly. Okay, it is also good for memory and concentration. For those practices also it is good. And those are having anxiety issues. Okay, but in the anxiety problems, the forward bending practices are very good. Okay, when you are bending forward, it will give the sympathetic parasympathetic tone. It will increase the parasympathetic tone, so it will reduce that anxiety levels. And those are having depression condition, for them backward bending practices are very good. Okay, right. So the benefits and the limitations, and after that the individual practice, then practice in pairs. Shall we go for the practice in pairs? How to go the practice? I have not shown the demonstration because I think you know, so that's why I just simply gone through countdown. Right? Okay, now we'll go with the practice in pairs. First person will do, second person will observe. Okay, any questions? Any doubts? Hmm?
ಎಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ
Very good.
That in Tadasana, like if you go with a very straight Tadasana, there is little, body will not come perfect. When you
Balance.
go back, right? This
Hmm.
balance. Can we little loosen?
Only very little, not too far. Okay, just a shoulder width. If you want the shoulders width gap, you can just take little and you can do it. Either backward bending also.
Here you told should not be stiffen or should be free, but when we are in this sthiti, there is some pressure is there, either on the neck or here. Is it a practice issue or we are not in that?
Starting, you are more focusing so that you may feel that,
Yeah.
but you can just go with that. After a few days, you won't have that special pressure on that.
Not over there. This will be little tighter.
Should not tight. You can just be comfort. That's it. Without bending the knees, you can just be there. You can just bend. It is not tightening. It is just giving a stretching to your leg. That's it.
Okay.
It is not the pressure.
That's not a pressure.
Pressure is just like you are just tightening your legs and can just with a stiff body. If you are doing that gives pressure. But if you are being comforted, can just maintaining the posture, that stretching will happen. The normal stretchings will be happening. It is not the pressure. Okay.
And the benefits, whatever we are discussing, if any learners, like they may be expecting, when does that results come to my body? Do we have anything timing for that, or how? Is it a continued?
Yes.
For a 3 months?
The timing is there. The timing is when you are aware on the practice, without more focusing on the results will come. Okay, that is what in the Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Karmanyevadhikaras. Yes. So the practices, if you are do regularly without expecting, more benefits you will achieve. Okay. The people, those who are having these problems, that is what many people will focusing on the result itself. So they come for 2 days and I am having this problem, I have to reduce this problem. Within 2 days it won't happen, and they focus completely on the problem, not the solution. So when you are focusing on the problem itself, it will increase the problem instead of decreasing the problem. Okay, so that's why just tell them, if you are doing practice properly, the benefits will come. Okay, that depends upon you, how you are doing, how you are believing on that practice. So the yoga practices are mostly focusing on the belief. Okay, if you are, how much you are believing in the practice, you will get more benefits on that. If you are not having the benefit, the belief on that, simply doing the practices, it won't give any effect, because if the mind is not accepting whatever you are doing, then what the results will come, right? So first tell them to first believe in the practice, and whatever you are doing properly, if you do properly, then the results will come 100%. Okay. Now the 7th one is key points. So what are the key points in this practice? While bending forward, don't bend the knees, right? And don't hunch your spine. Just if you are hunching your spine, it won't have the flexibility to your back, and it will not having the proper benefits. When you are bending forward, just look forward so that you can keep your spine straight. Right? Just bending like this, it will give the hunching to your back. But when you are looking forward, what is happening? You are just lengthening your spine. So it will give more stretching to your back, and it will give more flexibility. Okay? Either palms on the feet or besides of the feet, or holding the toes. In different texts it is mentioned in different practice. So the only thing is just placing your palms on your feet or besides of the feet. Just be in that position without any movement. That is the only concept. Okay? So the stillness must be maintained. Okay. We'll go for the final question.
In Padasana, is it mandatory to touch the knee, or
That is what I am telling. So if you are unable to touch, okay, just be there. If you are unable to go complete down, Here also fine, you can just be there. Okay, so the maintaining is most important thing. Many people will do, after coming here, they will do this swinging. If you are doing that swinging, it will be there like that only. Never will get the flexibility. Okay, you can do 1 or 2 times, but after that you have to maintain. First day, if you are unable to bend this much, the flexibility is there, just to you are maintaining like this, it is fine. If you do regular practice, the flexibility will increase. Slowly you will reach up to here, and then slowly you can reach here. So day by day, if you are doing regular practice, after 1 week, after 1 month, after 2 months, and after 6 months, the complete posture will be changed. Okay. The first day itself, don't focus on the complete perfection of the practice. First, wherever you are, just be there and be in a comfortable position. That is what? Sthiram, Sukham, Asanam, whatever the practice that you are doing with Sthira and Sukha, that is called Asana. It is not mentioned that it must be in the same position, that then only it is Asana. So, there are so many lakhs of asanas are mentioned. So, whatever the practice that we are doing without any effort, that is called Asana. Okay? Right, we'll go for the group practice. Legs together, hands by the sides of the body. Now, count 1. Slowly with inhalation, raise your hands up to shoulder level. Palms facing to the floor. Smooth it back. Back. Turn this side little more back. 2. Count to 2. Turning your palms upward and raising the hands above the head. Complete inhalation. And 3. Turning your palms forward with exhalation. Slowly from your lower back. Bend forward, lengthen your spine. And complete exhalation. 4. Either place your palms on your feet or besides of your feet on the ground, or holding your ankles wherever it is possible. Just be there and try to bring your chin or forehead towards the knees if possible. So maintain there with normal breathing. Just maintain for 10 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now slowly 5 with inhalation, bring your spine and hands parallel to the ground. 6, complete inhalation. 7, turn your palms and slowly bring your hands sideways up to shoulder level. 8, with complete exhalation, turn your palms down and drop your hands down. And just relax. Relax in Shitala Tadasana. So this is the 8-step method. So like this we can go for all the other practices also when you are introducing. So when you are taking the class for 1 hour session, if you are taking, so in that you can just include the Sukshma Vyayama, and then you can go with the either breathing practices, breathing exercises. If it is not, you can come to sitting posture. Shall we go for all the other practices or fine?
2 more you show, 4 and 4. 8 so that we can manage.
Okay.
Before that, you can let us know, like in your class, what are the things to be covered and how to introduce the asanas.
Yeah, that is what I am telling now. So, if you are taking for 1 hour session, first you can start with the Sukshma Vyayamas. Right? Sukshma Vyayamas are mandatory for any class, whatever you are taking. Okay? And then you can go with the breathing exercises. Either any 2 or 3 breathing exercises, fine. It is not mandatory, all the breathing exercises can be done. Okay? The purpose is to normalize or slow down in your breathing and give the proper blood circulation in the body. Okay? And prana flow also in the body. That is the main purpose. So, any 2 or 3 breathing exercises. After that, you can just go for loosening exercises. Okay? So, loosening exercise, whatever we have, that is more than enough. And after that, you can just go for Surya Namaskara. Surya Namaskaras are there 6 rounds or 10 rounds, whatever you want. You can 10 or 12 rounds, whatever you want, you can just give the practices. Okay? After that, you can just go with either QRT or IRT as per your timing. Okay? If you are having more time, you can go for QRT or else IRT can give. Then you can go for asanas, right? So in that asanas, standing any 2 practices, sitting 2 practices, supine 2 and prone 2. So like that, you can just go for only 2 practices are enough. It is not important that you have to do all the practices. Okay? So like that, 8 practices or 10 practices that you can include. After that, if you are going for pranayama, either you can go for QRT and can go for pranayama, or if you are not going for pranayama, just go for DRT, deep relaxation technique. Okay? So like that, you can just make a module and can just go for the give the practices. Clear? So our body is not body don't need many asanas. Okay? So for the body flexibility, we need forward bending, backward bending, side bending and twisting. Okay? These things only important. So whatever the practice, either in the standing position, you can go forward and backward, or side bending practice like Padahastasana, Ardha Chakrasana, Trikonasana, Parvita Trikonasana for twisting. So these practices are more than enough. Or in the sitting position, if you are going, the same forward bending for Shashankasana is there, Ustrasana for backward bending, or Paschimottasana for forward bending, right? The twisting other practices are there, but not we don't have in our this YAC. So in the standing position that we can give the twisting, right? And for the supine, forward bending, just backward bending, that Bhujangasana and the Shalabhasana, right? The backward bending practices. And in the prone position, Bhujangasana and Shalabhasana. And in the supine position, we have Sarvangasana, Matsyasana, right? Halasana, right? So like this, all the practices, whichever is there, that is 1 or 2 practices are enough. It is not complete compulsory to go with all the practices. You can just choose according to whatever the practice that you are giving. If in the standing position, if you are going for forward and backward bending, in this in the sitting position, you can go with side bending practices. Any side bending practices are there. Or in the twisting practices, in some we have Bhunamanasana twisting practice, the sitting position, and different practices are there. So according to that you can go, or else go with simple practices just like Supta Vajrasana for strengthening the lower parts, right? Or if you are going for Vakrasana, the twisting practice, right? So you can just choose whatever the practices that you are going to give. You just include all these things: forward, backward, twisting and side bending. Okay? So that is up to you, whatever the practice that you want to choose. According to that, you can just go 2 practices from each time. Clear? Okay. Any questions? Okay. Any other asanas? You can go. How many want to continue the asanas? Already it is 2.5 hours, I think so. Go for pranayama. Asanas, I think you are covering everything, all the practices regularly, right?
If you show one more actually, it is the way you are showing small is right, the group and all, that we need to.
That is the same for every asana.
That's what if you, so that it will be inherited in us. If you show one more.
Okay, in the sitting position, we can go for Supta Vajrasana. Okay? So Supta Vajrasana means there are different names are there for Vajrasana. The meanings are there for Vajrasana. Somebody says that is a thunderbolt pose. Somebody says diamond pose. Somebody says in a different ways. Okay, we can say it is thunderbolt pose or diamond pose itself. Okay, Supta Vajrasana meaning is supine thunderbolt pose or supine diamond pose that we say. Okay, why we say that? Vajrasana itself, we are just going into the lying down position. Okay, the final posture, just like lying down in Vajrasana itself, so that we can say Supta Vajrasana. Okay, and this comes under cultural category, right? And then the counts, 4 counts, 8 counts. Clarity. 4 or 8?
8.
So, in the sitting position, we start with the Shitila Dandasana and Sthiti Dandasana. Okay? For coming into Vajrasana itself, 2 counts. Okay, just remember, whenever you are going for sitting asanas, if you start with Vajrasana itself, it is 2 counts. After the second count, the third count we are just going back, and fourth count we are completely into the final posture. And fifth count coming back, and sixth count in the center, and seventh count we are just releasing one leg, eighth count releasing another leg. Okay, that's why this is 8 count practice. And comes under sitting type. Then the complementary going backwards so that we can go for Shashankasana. Okay, and then comes to the demonstrations. So in the demonstrations, directly I'm just going with the third stage of demonstration. Demonstration counting with breathing and explanation. So the first we coming into Sthiti Dandasana, count 1, holding one leg and bringing the right heel under the right hip. Normal breathing, it is fine, or inhalation or exhalation, you can just go with. 2, into Vajrasana position. And in the 3, taking the support of the elbows. Just taking the support of your elbows and just going backward. So when you are going backward, you can just separate your both the heels. And 4, you can just placing the head and back on the floor and taking your hands above your head. Right? So keeping your both legs together. And 5, taking your hands, releasing your hands. 6, by the support of your elbows, coming up. 7, releasing your left leg. And 8, releasing your right leg. So while you are going back, go for inhalation. Right? While you are coming up, go for exhalation. Clear? So from count 2, the count 3, adjusted, taking the support of the elbows and going back and placing your back on the floor. And in the 4th count, stretching your hands above the head, just holding like this. Right? In the 5th count, releasing the hands and by the support of your elbows. 6th count, coming back to center. And 7th and 8th count, we are just releasing the legs. Right? Okay. So what are the limitations and benefits of this practice? Hernia patients can be avoided. Heart problems also can be avoided. Those are having back or neck related issues also can be avoided. And those are having knee pains, arthritis condition, they can also avoid the practice. And those are having any ankle related issues also can be avoided. Okay? And the benefits? It is very good practice for the varicose veins and will strengthen the calf muscles and thigh muscles, and it will give the flexibility to your knees, right? And it will strengthen your hamstrings also, thighs and hamstring muscles also, and give the stretching to your back. Okay, give more flexibility, more stretching to your back muscles, and it is good for the digestive problems also. Those are having any digestive related issues, for them also it is good practice, right? And it will give this. It is very good for respiratory issues also, because when you are going backward, you can just expanding the chest, so that it is good for respiratory issues also. And then for thyroid, we are not bending back. It is not Matsyasana. So the final posture, here the clarity must be there, because when you are going for Matsyasana and Supta Vajrasana, many people will do the mistake. So in the Supta Vajrasana, we are not taking the head, we are not bending the head back. Just we are placing the back of the head and the shoulders on the floor. Okay? just like this, you are completely being in this position. You are not lifting the head and not lifting the shoulders. Okay? And when you are going for Matsyasana, it is different. I will show the Matsyasana demonstration once. So that can be done either in the sitting position or in the supine position. So in the sitting position, if you are going just like the same Supta Vajrasana, you can just take the support of your elbows and can do this, expanding the chest and forehead on the ground. So crown of the head on the floor, and just adjust your head. Then you can just go for holding the toes here. This is Matsyasana. Then slowly releasing the hands. Either in this position you can just come back, or it's from here itself coming back to this position. Clear it is? The Supta Vajrasana, we are just placing the crown of the back end and the shoulders on the floor. But in Matsyasana, we are just crown of the head on the floor and expanding the chest. We are not placing the back on the floor. So, benefits and the limitations over, then go for the individual practice. So after the individual practice in pairs. Okay, we'll go for the practice in pairs. So as per your limitations, you know your limitations, your body limitations, right? So according to that only you can go. If you are having any issues, no need to worry. No, don't go for shy. Okay. Just if you are not feel comfortable, don't go with that. Those who can able to do, can just do it. So in the starting, it is not possible to keep the legs together. You can just little separate your legs, no problem. And your feet also you can just separate. Feet also you can just separate. Okay, if you are not feeling comfort, come back. So here one more point I want to tell you. In the starting position, if you are unable to do with keeping your both heels together, okay, you can just separate your both the heels with it. You can place your hips on the floor so that you can just go for the practice. It is like easier. Okay, if you are unable to keep your both feet together, little apart your heels and can just go for that. Once you are flexible enough, then you can just keep your both toes together and can do it. So don't come directly, just immediately don't come back. Slowly from one side you can just turn your body and come up. Starting it will be happen, lifting your knees, it's fine. Once you are habituated for the practice, you will get to know how to place your knees on the floor and how to keep your knees together. Everything will be happen once you are practicing regularly. Okay.
This is practice.
Fine. Come back. So in the competitions, people will lie down in this position. They will sleep in this position for half an hour, 1 hour also. Okay. So that is only by practicing. When you are practicing regularly, you can feel more comfortable.
After coming this, only it is possible to do this structure. Before that.
You can do, no problem. The only thing is regular practice. If you do regular practice, the flexibility will be increased and it will feel completely relaxed. Yeah, if you do regular practice, after 1 month, after 2 months, you can able to go for completely back. Okay, your whole back will be touching to the floor and you will feel more comfortable. Okay? Right. I hope it is fine. All other practices are also the same. We just going with comparing both the practitioners, just observing what are the changes that we are doing. If any mistakes are there, we are just going for correction, and in the final posture, we can just going with the group practice, final step. The key points, what are the key points in this practice? Knees must be together and placing the back of the head and the upper back completely touching to the floor and just holding your elbows, right? Knees together, just holding like this. You're not taking the hands above like that or like this. Just hold and can be there. The Matsyasana, holding the big toes and just placing the crown of the head on the floor, lifting the chest. We are not touching the back to the floor in the Matsyasana, right? We are just making like arch. Fine? Okay. Any other doubts or any questions? Sorry? It's okay, no problem. When you are going for explanation of the classes and all these things, it is not possible to go for all the practices. If you are going a regular practice, yeah, whatever the practice that you are giving, for that complementary that you have to maintain. If you want, you can do the Shashankasana only. You can just relax and sit in Vajrasana. You can go for Shashankasana.
For hernia patient, which asana for every asana hernia patient?
Not like that, but you can just go with straight leg raise breathing practice, what we have done. That can be given. Okay, and just there is Ashwini Mudra and some other practices are there. So those practices that we can give. That depends upon the severity of the hernia that we can suggest. It is not everybody is having the same issue. So we can't suggest the same practices. So whenever it comes to some complication cases, don't give any suggestions for them. Okay? As a just basic yoga instructor, should not go for complete therapy practices. Okay, don't suggest for therapeutic way, because you should know the anatomy of the problem, the person, and you should know the problem, what is the exact problem is. The diagnosis must be known, and you should know the symptoms and causes of the practice, the problem. So after knowing all these things, only you can go for the giving the asana practices. That's why in our MSc yoga therapy, that is a subject we have separately. So in that we just going with specific ailments, like for each and every problem, diseases, what practices can be given. So according to that we can give the practice. Okay. But as a yoga instructor, you just go with this. Those are having general health only, and those are having some problems, tell them to don't go for that practice. That's it. Okay. If you know very well, it is fine. You can just give the practice. It is not like that. But specifically, if you are dealing with a therapy participant like patient, so for that you should know many things. Okay. Yes. Any other questions?
What are the eligibilities to do yoga therapist course, Guruji?
What are the
Eligibilities.
eligibility? Any graduation with this minimum YAC level. In SVS, if you want to do, YAC is mandatory for any MSc courses, any further courses like BSc or MSc or any courses, and you should have any graduation. Fine, these two things are enough.
Duration.
Sorry.
Duration.
Duration 2 years. MSc is 2 years, and there will be 2 years more extension is also there. Within 4 years you can complete it. If you want to do BSc, 3 years course, that is also extended up to 4 or 5 or 6 years that we can finish it within.
Yoga therapy course, what is the duration?
MSc is 2 years. Within 4 years you can complete it.
She's asking only yoga therapies are there.
Subject there is a diploma in yoga therapy also there for 1 year course, that is only diploma. So that also can be done. 1 year course is that.
Full class.
Is it online or offline, Guruji?
Diploma is online and MSc is offline. The classes will be offline and the remaining things will be in online. Just only for a semester, 6 days classes will be there for each semester, at offline classes in the campus itself. And the remaining you can just have the self-learning material. The books will be provided. So with that you have to go with assignments and exams and all. And in the final exam, you have to come to the campus and can write there itself. For each semester, 6 days must be there. 1 week must be there. And along with that, there is a hospital called Arogya Dhama. So in that, this yoga, Ayurveda and naturopathy treatments will be given for patients. Okay, there are different sections are there. So for different sections, different practices will be given. So if you are doing MSc or a diploma course, the 16 days, the internship will be done in the Arogya Dhama itself. Okay, that is mandatory. So you will get to know for different patients how the different practices that we can give, and all these things you will learn. So we go for the pranayamas or we conclude?
Can we take one more session for pranayama? Means next time we will have. If you can't come, we'll finish up.
Sorry.
If you're coming next day,
Okay.
continue for next day.
Okay.
Continue.
We'll see. Once again, if it is possible, then I will come. Sure. So meditation. So in the meditation practice, okay. Shall we go for the meditation then? So in the meditation, especially this Om meditation, we just focusing on Om picture. Okay. So in that starting we go with some preparatory practices. So in the preparatory practices we use pranayamas only. So as I told, we are unable to control the mind immediately. To bring it slow down, we just going for some steps. So for that pranayama practices we use. In that pranayamas, we start with the Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati is not pranayama, it is a kriya, cleansing technique, but it can help to relieve the passages, the blockages of the passages, so that we can use as a preparatory practice for pranayama. Okay, we use Kapalbhati, and then we go for Nadi Shuddhi pranayama, and then we can go for cooling pranayama. What are the cooling pranayamas? Shitali, Shitkari and Sadanta. So we can use here Sadanta pranayama, and then we can go for Bhramari pranayama. Why we are doing these 4 practices? First one, we are just removing the blockages in the passages, and the second one, we are just going for balancing the breathing for Nadi Shuddhi pranayama. And then the cooling pranayama, Sadanta pranayama we use. With the Sadanta pranayama, what happens? That cools down your body and it calms down your mind. And then the Bhramari pranayama, it will give more tranquility, more silence in your mind. So after doing these 4 practices, you can able to reach into that meditative state. So in that position, we are just going to watch, just observing the Om picture, right? So in that 2 types that we do. One is dharana, and then we go for with the dhyana. Okay. So in the dharana, what we are focusing on Om picture itself for longer time, and many thoughts are there in the mind. Just you are bringing into one thought, that is Om picture. You are just observing Om only. And in the dhyana position, what we do, just observing the Om, and you can just imagine in your mind, and you can just repeat that Om in your mind. Okay? Just first in the focusing, we are observing the picture, and in the dhyana, we are just going for dwelling. Dwelling means just thinking about only Om, not other thoughts. Clear? So in the first stage, we are just having more different thoughts and bringing into one thought, that is Om. That is concentration or dharana. And in the dhyana, we are focusing on only Om and thinking about Om only. Okay, just expanding that awareness on Om itself, that is called dhyana. Clear? So, in that position, you can just staying in that for a few seconds or few minutes and just observing the silence within, and you can just coming out from the meditation. Okay? So, when you are going into dhyana position, that is also not possible. Dhyana is nothing but the complete expansion and just being into complete silence. Okay? So for reaching into that, we just going for Om chanting in the mind. Slowly you can chant like Om, Om, Om. Continuously we are chanting in the mind. And then you are just slowing down. The gap in between your Omkaras will reduce. So you are just expanding the silence, the gap. The gap is nothing but the silence. To expand that silence, we are just going very slowly, like Om, and just some gap. Om, Om. So when you are chanting in between these two Omkaras, there is some gap, right? So you are just expanding that gap. After that, you are just removing that Omkara and observing only that gap. Gap is nothing but the silence. That is the meditative state. Clear? So like that, we just go for this meditative practice. Okay? So shall we go for that or?
No, meditation.
Meditation, what? Okay. So now the Om picture is not there, I think so, right?
Imagination.
Imagine that is. So small Om is there. Small Om is there. You can just try to gaze on that. So before that, the preparatory practices, the pranayamas. The first one is Kapalbhati. So everybody knows the Kapalbhati practice, right? Yeah. Adapt Chin Mudra in your both the palms. Sit in any comfortable posture, any of the practice posture that you can. With closed eyes. Now let's go for only active exhalations. While exhaling, just suck your abdomen in. Okay? Don't move your shoulders, don't move your whole body. Just only flapping the abdomen inside. If you are feeling comfort, you can just speed up as per your capacity. Slow down. Gently stop the practice. And with closed eyes, try to observe your breathing. Just observe the Kevala Kumbhaka state. Kevala Kumbhaka state is nothing but there is no inhalation or no exhalation for few seconds. when you are doing Kapalbhati, if you are doing little faster, so after doing the practice itself you can feel that no inhalation and no exhalation in the body. So that is called the Kevala Kumbhaka state. In that state, inhalation and exhalation will be stopped for few seconds because body don't need the more oxygen levels, so that the inhalations and exhalations will be stopped for few seconds. Once again, we can go for one more round, the same Kapalbhati. Now you can go for as per your limit, how much you can able to do. 60 counts or 20 counts per 1 minute. You can just go accordingly. Let's continue. Speed up as much as you can. Slow down. Stop the practice and just observe your breathing pattern. Observe the complete active state throughout your body cells and your brain cells. To balance your breath, now we'll go for Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. Chin mudra in the left palm, Nasika mudra in your right palm. Fold your index and middle fingers and close the right nostril with your thumb finger. And with complete exhalation from the left nostril, completely exhale first. Then slowly start inhale from the left nostril. Then close your left nostril with ring and little fingers. And open your right nostril and exhale from the right nostril. Then slowly start inhale from the right nostril. Close the right nostril and exhale from the left nostril. This is complete one round. Let's continue for minimum 5 rounds. Slowly and deeply. Inhale. Awareness on your breathing and awareness on your lungs. Don't tighten your facial muscles. Don't tighten your shoulders. Completely relax. And enjoy your breathing process. With each inhalation and with each exhalation, you can feel that positive energy, the vital force spreading into your body. With each exhalation, feel the purification of each and every nadis. Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. The cleansing of all the nadis in the body. Enjoy your each and every breathing. While inhale, feel the positive energy spreading throughout your body. You are energizing your body. With each exhalation, release all the negative energies, all the toxins from the body and mind. Enjoy the deep relaxation. Don't hunch your spine, don't bend your head. Body should be straight. enjoy your each and every breath while inhaling and exhaling. Go for the last round. After exhaling from the left nostril, slowly stop the practice and drop your hands down. Try to observe the slowness in your breathing. Deep rest to the body and mind. For further cooling down your body and mind, just go for Sadanta Pranayama. In the Sadanta Pranayama, just open your mouth and clench your upper and lower teeth set together. Join your teeth set together. And touch your tip of the tongue to the back side of your teeth. Now inhale through the crevices of your teeth, gaps in between the teeth. Close your lips and exhale through your nose. Inhalation through your mouth and exhalation through your nose. While inhaling, you can just feel the cooling sensations in your mouth and in your head and throughout your body. Let's continue for 5 rounds. After 5 rounds of the practice, gently stop and enjoy the cooling sensations in your mouth and in your head. Feel the coolness and the calmness of your mind. The next practice will go for Bhramari Pranayama. So adopt Chin Mudra in your both the palms. Roll your tongue, touch your tip of the tongue to the upper palate and close your mouth. Inhale and exhalations through your nose itself. While exhaling, produce the sound just like a humming bee. Brahman. Okay? Inhale. Just continue for 5 rounds minimum. Inhale. Two more rounds. Inhale. Last round. Inhale. Enjoy the resonance, the sound effect in your head. Try to observe the silence within. Now we'll move for the meditation. First we'll go with dharana. So either you can, with open eyes, you can just focus on that Om, the small Om, or else in the mind, in the mental screen, you can just visualize Omkara. Just observe the Om either in the mind or on the wall. It is there, small one. Try to observe the shape of the Om, size, colors. Just observing that Om. Patanjali Deshabandha Chittasya Dharana, focusing on a single object is called Dharana. You are just observing Omkara, the picture, either on the mind or on the wall. Without blinking your eyes, if you are looking at the Om, try to observe the Om picture, the color, shape, size, brightness, and everything. Remember each and everything in the mind. Gently close your eyes and try to visualize the same Om picture in your eyebrow center or in your mind. The same details, the shape of the Omkara, size, the color of Om, brightness. Visualizing the same Om picture in your mind. Now, slowly moving into Dhyana. Now mentally you can start chanting of Om. Mentally, in the mind you can start chant Om. If you are getting more and more unnecessary thoughts, you can just speed up your chanting. Unnecessary thoughts are arising in your mind, speed up your Om chanting so that the thoughts will be reduced. As per Patanjali, Tatra Pratyaya Ekatanata Dhyanam. So, dwelling on a single thought or single object is called dhyana. So now you are focusing on Om and continuously repeating Om within your mind. Dwelling on a single thought. You're continuously chanting Om in the mind. Now gradually slow down your chanting of Om in the mind. Gradually slow down your chanting. Your chanting is becoming slower and slower. Slow chantings, try to observe the gap in between both Om chantings. After one chanting of Omkara, before going to another chanting, just observe the gap in between two Omkara chantings. Slow down your chanting more and more and try to expand the gap. Chanting is becoming slower. You are expanding the gap between two chantings. Expand the gap more and more. Just try to observe the gap, the silence only. Just observing the silence. The gap is nothing but the silence. Silence is that happiness, the blissful state. Silence is the state for all the energy levels. It gives all the positive energies, strength, gives knowledge, it gives the concentration, memory power. Silence is happiness. Silence is bliss. This is our true nature. We are ever blessed. Enjoy the trueness of yourself. Silence, happiness. Enjoy the inner happiness and stay there as long as you can. Enjoy the inner silence. From this depth of the silence, let's chant one round Omkara. Inhale deeply. Observe the beautiful resonance of Om and come back to your body consciousness. Gently adopt Namaskara mantra, join your palms together. We'll conclude with the Shanti mantra. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, all together. Inhale deeply. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now gently take your hands back. Hold your right wrist with your left palm. Exhale, bend forward and take the blessings of the Mother Earth. Slowly with inhale, come up. Just release your palms and rub your both the palms. Nice massage to your eyelids and facial muscles, and your ears, neck, throat, and your whole body. Now gently place your palms on your eyes. With few blinks, with a gentle smile, open your eyes. Thank you. Have a nice day to all. Thank you very much. Any questions regarding the course or any other things?
Need more sessions.
Sir,
We need more
Give us
sessions.
more sessions.
more sessions you want?
Thanks.
Okay. You are-
Come near. Come near already. Please, share.
You can take online sessions also, Guruji. We will attend.
Okay, okay. See, Guruji will call, then we can.
Kusan.
Just now.
ಹರಿ ಓಂ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿವಿ ಅಂದರೆ
ನಾವು ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲದವರ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಬಂದು ನನಗೆ ಇದು ಯೋಗದಿಂದ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಪರಿಹಾರ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಉತ್ತರ ಏನು?
Until unless ನಮಗೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್
ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ? MBBS ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಯೋಗ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್, ಯೋಗ ಟೀಚರ್. MBBS ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಯೋಗ ಟೀಚರ್, ಇದು ಮರಿಬಾರ್ದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಯೋಗ ಟೀಚರ್, ಈಗ YAC ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್, ನೀವು ಯೋಗ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್. ನೀವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಪರಿಣಿತರಾಗಿ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಆರೋಗ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಧಾರಣೆ ತಂದು ಅವರ ಆನಂದವಾಗಿ ಇರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕೋ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರ ಆರೋಗ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರ ಆನಂದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು ಉತ್ತಮ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ. ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ತಗೋಬೋದು, ಅದು ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಿವರ್ತನೆ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಆಗೋದೇ ಉತ್ತಮ ಅಂತ ಇವತ್ತು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸೆಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಅವಾಗ ಬರಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಯೋಗ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಅವರು ಥೆರಪಿಸ್ಟು, ಫಿಸಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ಮಾತುಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Our qualification in Guruji?
MSc yoga therapy and PhD, doing PhD
ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಾಯಿ ಸರ್ವೋದಯ ಯೋಗ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಚೇರ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಹಾಕಿ, ಚೇರ್ ಪಂಚ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಅಟ್ಲೇ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಮುಂದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಪಂಚ್. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಆಲ್ YAC ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಬನ್ನಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬನ್ನಿ. ನೀವು ಸಣ್ಣಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಬನ್ನಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಕಾಣ್ತಾರಾ? ಬನ್ನಿ ಟೀ ಶರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಹತ್ರ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ, ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗು. ಆಗತ್ತಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಎಲ್ರು ಕಾಣ್ತಾರ? ಇದು ಝೂಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾರ ಎಲ್ರು?
ಯಾಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕುತ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹತ್ರ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹತ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಣ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಗುರುಜಿ ಇನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಇನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಬಾ, ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ನಾವು ನೀನ್ ಹೈಟ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ,
ಬಾಮ್ಮ ಚಿನ್ನು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಯಿಲಿ ಓಡ್ ಬಾಯಿಲಿ ಇರಮ್ಮ.
ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂತು.
ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಡನ್.
ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ಬನ್ನಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು
ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಫೋನ್ ಯಾರ್ದದು? ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್, ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ.
ಪದ್ಮಾವತಿ ಅಶ್ವತ್ಥನಾರಾಯಣ ಮಿಸ್ಸು ನಗರಿ.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 2-3 ಹಾಕೋಣ.
ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತೆಗಿ.
ಓಡ್ ಬನ್ನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ.
ಬನ್ನಿ ಬೇಗ ಬನ್ನಿ.
ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಫೋಟೋಗಾದ್ರೂ ಬನ್ನಿ.
ಬನ್ನಿ
ಬೇಗ ಓಡ್ಬಾ.
ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಬನ್ನಿ
ಬೇಗ
Just with the normal camera, okay, just that is zero tag camera.
ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ತೆಗಿಬೇಡಿ.
Just
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ.
ನಮ್ದೊಂದು ಕೊಡ್ಲಾ?
ಗಮನಿಸಿರ ಅದು
ಯಾರ್ದು ಕೊಡಿ
ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇದೆ.
ಇದು ಸಾರ್ದ ಸಾರ್ಫಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ತೆಗೆದ್ವಾ?
ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಮೆನ್ ಸಿಂಧು ಜೊತೆ
ಸಿಂಧು ಆ ಕಡೆ ತಿರ್ಕೊ
ಅಮ್ಮ ನೀವು ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಾಮ್ಮ ನೀನು.
ಬಾ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು.
ಅದ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ನೀನು ಇರ್ಬೇಕು
ಸರ್,
ಅಲ್ಲಿ
ಆ ಫೋನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಹೊಡ್ಬೋ.
ಬನ್ನಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊರಿ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ತೆಗೀರಿ.
ಇರಿ ಇರಿ
ಹಾ.
ಹಾ.
ಮಂಡಿ
ಸಿಂಧುನು
ನೋಡಿ
ಬರ್ಬೇಕು.
ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಈಗ.
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತಾಡ
ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳೋಣ.
ವೃಕ್ಷಾಸನ
ಆ ಫೋನಲ್ಲಿ ತೆಗೀರಿ.
ಅದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫೋನ್.
ಫೋನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿ, ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಎಲ್ರು ಬಿದ್ದಾರ ದಬ್ಬಿ, ಎಲ್ರು ಬಿದ್ದಿದಾರ ನೋಡಿ. ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಎಲ್ಲ ತಾಡಾಸನ.
ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಫೋನ್
ತಾಡಾಸನ
ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ,
perfect.
ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಬೇಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಈಗ ಹಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಸೀದಾ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಕ್ಯಾಮರಾಮನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್ ಇದಾರಲ್ಲ.
ನೀವು ಯಾಕೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಣ್ಣ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಡಿಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಫೋಟೋದಲ್ಲಿ.
ಸಾಕು ಸರ್.
Thank you very much. Thank you for everyone.
ಗುರುಜಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ
It is useful,
ನಮ್ಗೆ
I think,
ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು.
this class.
Send ಮಾಡಿ. Yes.
Fold all the blankets, go for prasada. ధన్యవాదాలు. అప్పుడప్పుడు వస్తానండి దగ్గరే.
అప్పుడప్పుడు అంటే మాకు నెక్స్ట్
Cover and చూడు.
సర్టిఫికేట్ వచ్చేసింది సార్.
ఏ?
వచ్చేవారము. లేదా?
ఉండు నీవు
ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಇస్తే ತಿರ್ಗಿ చూస్తే
ఓ దాని నుంచి
ಕವರ್ ಅದು ಕೊಡಮ್ಮ. ಕವರ್ ಕೊಡಮ್ಮ.
ಈ ಶಾಮಣ್ಣನಿಗೆ ತೆಲುಗು ಬರಲ್ಲ ತಾನ.
ನಾಳೆ ಅದೇ ಕಡ್ದಮ್ಮ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಅಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿನ್ಗೆ
ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಗುರುಗಳೇ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ತಿನ್ನೋಣ ಇರಿ ಸರ್. ಟೈಮ್ ಕೆಲವ್ರು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್.
ತಿನ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಇದೇ ಗುರುಜಿ ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಜಿ, ಇದೇ ಮೈ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕು ಅಪ್ಡೇಟೆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಮೋಹನ್ ಜಿ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀನಿ.
Okay.
ಯಾರೇ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ
Acha.
ಅಥ್ಲೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಯೋಗ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಹೋಗಿ ನಾ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಕೊರಿಯರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮೋಹನ್ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಸಾದ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಬೇಗ. ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಪಾಪ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ.
ಸಿಂಧು ಬಾಬಾ
ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಕವರ್. ಫೋಟೋ ಇದೆ.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ